On my first day itself the bullying started. Inside the bus, they pushed me, laughed at me, and everyone else just watched. When I tried to get down, someone shoved me hard. I fell, bruised my hand, it hurt a lot, but I acted like I was fine. I tried walking into school quietly, but the bullies followed me. They grabbed my bag, pushed me around, and asked stupid questions like, "Why are you here? Why can't you talk properly?" They hit me a few times and finally walked away, laughing. I went to the hand-washing area to clean my hand. It was burning with pain. First day and this is what I faced. I washed my face, took a deep breath, and walked into the class. When I walked into the class, I saw them again. The same boys who bullied me in the bus. They were sitting right near my bench, looking at me and laughing quietly. I could feel their eyes on me the whole time. My hand started shaking. I was scared, really scared. I didn't know how this day was going to go, or how I was supposed to sit there and pretend everything was. The bell rang and we went to the chemistry lab. The teacher asked me to pick something up and I picked the wrong one. When I tried to put it back, it slipped from my hand and fell. Everyone laughed. I felt so embarrassed. But one girl wasn't laughing. She was just looking at me. Next day at the school I was sitting in the library. While I was sitting there, the same girl from the chemistry lab walked by the corridor. She saw me sitting alone and she actually came inside. She smiled a little and sighed, "Hi." Then she asked why I wasn't in class, why I was sitting here all alone. I told her I didn't want to get polite again, so I just came here to stay away from everyone. She noticed the bruise on my hand and immediately asked what happened. I told her the truth, that the boys pushed me on the bus. She asked why I didn't tell the teacher. I just sighed I didn't know how to. Then she asked me more. Where I was from, why I shifted here, who all are in my family. So I told her everything. That I'm from Bengal and I live here only with my dad. My mom and sister are still in Bengal. My dad works in construction and one of my uncles takes money to my mom every month. She asked why my dad doesn't have a bank account. And honestly, I didn't have an answer. We kept talking and slowly it felt like she was actually listening to me. For the first time, just then, a teacher walked into the library and asked what we were doing there. We said we were reading and doing some homework. The teacher reminded us about the Intidrat event happening tomorrow. And told everyone to make posters and gather information. After she left, we decided to go to the computer lab together. And start researching about it. This time it felt different, we were talking casually, and for the first time, I felt a little comfortable. When we reached the lab, we started researching about drugs for the school event. As we read more and more, I learned things I never knew. That alcohol and tobacco are extremely harmful, and people get addicted without even realizing it. It scared me because my dad uses those things almost every day. I told her about it and she looked serious. She told me I should talk to him, explain what we learned. And maybe he would try to stop if I helped him. I didn't know if I could do it. But I knew I had to try. So after school, I went to my dad's workplace. He was sitting there, using tobacco again, the same thing I had just read about in the computer lab. I told him everything I learned. That tobacco and alcohol are harmful, and they can make a person addicted without even knowing. I asked him not to use it and he told me he had tried to stop many times, but he couldn't. So I gave him a few tips. I told him to reduce drinking slowly, day by day. And whenever he felt like taking tobacco again, the next day at work, one of his friends offered him tobacco. For a moment, he almost took it. But then he remembered what I said. And he refused. He even said, "My kid told me it's dangerous. I don't want this anymore." It was a big decision for him. But he actually did it. A week went by, and honestly, I never thought things would change so much. I wasn't scared all the time anymore. She helped me in small, simple ways. And those small things made my days feel lighter. Sometimes the smallest kind of help goes the deepest in. Because of it, I realized something important. That you don't need big things to change someone. Even small, simple kindness can make a huge difference. She helped me with studies. Helped me feel normal. And slowly people around me started accepting me too. And that's when I understood it. Sometimes, the smallest kindness